about starting your day with a completed task,
Uh-huh.
no matter how small.
Yeah, and there's some real psychology behind that, I think.
Okay.
It's all about small wins, right?
Uh-huh.
Think about it. You start your day with a sense of accomplishment,
Right.
even if it's just,
Made bed.
a neatly made bed, right?
Yeah.
And I think that can really boost your motivation to tackle bigger things.
So you're not just like making your bed, you're setting the tone
Right.
for a more productive day.
Totally, yeah.
It's like you're telling yourself, hey, like I can accomplish things. I'm a doer.
Exactly. And it just reinforces this idea that even these small actions can have this ripple effect
Oh, yeah.
on your mindset, right?
Yeah.
It's like you're building momentum.
Okay, so lesson 2 brings us to teamwork.
Yeah.
The speech uses this incredibly powerful image
Uh-huh.
of a boat crew
Yeah.
battling through the surf.
Right.
It's about everyone like pulling their weight,
Yeah.
being in sync and having that shared goal.
And that shared goal is so crucial,
Yeah.
It's not just about paddling hard.
Right.
It's about paddling together in
Yeah.
the same direction.
Yeah, right.
And so I think it's really helpful to think about your own life in that lens.
Mm-hmm.
Who are your paddling partners?
Right.
Those people that support you and help you navigate those like choppy waters.
We all need those people.
Yeah.
But, wouldn't you say there's also like a need for that strong leader?
Oh, for sure.
Like the coxswain in the boat, like to keep everyone on course?
Absolutely, yeah.
And motivated.
It's really finding that balance, right?
Yeah.
Between individual effort
Right.
and collective direction, right?
Yes.
And just like in a boat crew,
Right.
Everyone's contribution is essential for reaching that destination.
No, lesson 3 really, I think, challenges us to look beyond appearances.
Yeah.
The speech tells the story about the Munchkin crew, and I think that's in quotes.
Oh,
It's the smallest boat team
okay.
that consistently outperformed like everyone else.
Oh, interesting.
It's really interesting.
It really, reminds me of that saying, don't judge a book by its cover,
Oh, for sure.
True strength often comes from those unexpected places.
Totally.
And it really makes you think,
Mm.
what are those qualities that we just overlook
Yeah.
because we're so focused on outward appearances?
It's about recognizing the potential in everyone,
Right.
regardless of, their size, their background, or any other,
Right.
superficial factor.
Yeah.
It's about seeing like the heart, the determination,
Right.
the resilience.
And sometimes those qualities shine the brightest in those who have had to overcome,
Oh, yeah, totally.
Right.
The most.
Yeah.
Most. Okay. Lesson 4 gets real.
Okay.
It's about dealing with setbacks,
Yeah.
with things, not going your way, even when you've put in the effort.
Uh-huh.
And the speech uses this interesting ritual called the sugar cookie to illustrate this point.
The sugar cookie. I'm definitely curious about this. What exactly does that entail?
Okay, so imagine this.
Okay.
You're a SEAL trainee. You've spent hours like meticulously preparing your uniform for inspection, right?
Uh-huh.
But no matter how hard you try, you fail. And the consequence, you have to run fully clothed into the freezing surf
Oh my gosh.
and then roll around in the sand until you're like
Oh wow.
covered head to toe.
So you're cold, you're wet, you're sandy.
Yeah.
I see why they call it the sugar cookie.
Yeah.
So what's the lesson there? That life's just going to throw sand at you?
It's more about, I think, how you react to it, right?
Okay.
The speech argues it's not about like avoiding those sugar cookie moments altogether.
Yeah.
It's about accepting that they happen, learning how to deal with them,
Well.
and moving forward.
Yeah, that's a crucial skill for anything you want to accomplish in life, wouldn't you say?
Oh, 100%, yeah.
Because no matter how prepared or skilled you are,
Right.
sometimes things just don't go your way.
Right. And I think that leads perfectly into the next lesson,
Oh,
which
sure.
is all about not being afraid
Okay.
of what the speech calls the circuses.
Okay, circuses. Now, this is definitely intriguing. Fill me in.
Okay, so in SEAL training, the circus is what happens when you fail to meet the standards for an exercise.
Okay.
Essentially, it's like 2 hours of extra like calisthenics, right?
Oh, gee.
Push-ups, sit-ups, runs, like
Yeah.
all the things you don't want to be doing more of.
Right. So at first glance, it seems like a punishment, right?
Yeah,
like a way to discourage failure.
Yes.
Right.
But The speech actually frames it as something that builds strength and resilience.
Okay.
It's like saying, okay, you stumbled.
Yeah.
Now here's an opportunity to like get even stronger.
So it's a way to reframe failure as a stepping stone to success.
Yes.
I like that.
It's about embracing those challenges, those circuses in our lives, and recognizing that they can push us to grow and become more resilient.
And it's so funny how this connects back to that sugar cookie idea, right?
Right.
It's not about avoiding failure.
Right.
It's about how you respond to it.
Yes.
Do you crumble?
Right.
Or do you come back stronger?
Yeah. Now, lesson 6, this encourages us to like think outside the box.
Okay.
To question the status quo, right?
Yeah.
The speech tells the story of a trainee who breaks a long-standing obstacle course record.
Okay.
And he does it by taking this really unconventional approach.
Oh.
He goes down the slide for life head first.
Wow. That takes some serious guts.
I know.
So it's about like calculated risk-taking.
Yes.
And challenging conventional wisdom.
Exactly. It's not just about being reckless, right?
Wow.
It's about assessing the situation, weighing the potential rewards, and then having the courage to take a chance.
Yeah.
Even if it means like going against the grain.
And sometimes that unconventional approach, I mean, that's what leads to those like, groundbreaking achievements, right? Those breakthroughs that just change the game.
All right, buckle up for lesson 7.
Okay.
It's about facing your fears head on. And get this. Okay. The speech uses the image of facing down a shark during a night swim.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
That's intense.
I know. To symbolize confronting your fears.
Okay, that's a pretty intense image.
Yeah.
But I get it, you know?
Yeah.
There are sharks in every field.
Right.
You know, those challenges, those obstacles, they can feel intimidating and even paralyzing.
The speech emphasizes that there will always be those sharks like lurking in the depths, and navigating them is just part of the journey, right?
Yeah.
It's about finding that balance between being aware of the dangers and not letting fear just like dictate your actions.
So it's not about being fearless.
Right.
It's about managing that fear and using it to make smart decisions.
Right. It's about recognizing that sometimes like the only way to overcome your fear is to confront it head on.
And often what we fear the most, you know, it turns out to be not as terrifying as we imagined. And on the other side of that fear lies growth and opportunity.
Now, lesson 8
Yeah.
takes us to like a dark place, literally.
Okay.
It uses the example of a SEAL mission swimming under a ship, like in complete darkness,
Oh, wow.
to highlight the importance of staying calm and focused under like extreme pressure.
This reminds me of those moments in life when everything just feels so uncertain. You know, when you're just surrounded by the unknown, you know?
Right.
It's about finding that inner strength to just keep going.
Yeah.
Even when you can't see the path ahead.
Exactly. The speech calls it the darkest moment of the mission.
Oh, wow.
It's about trusting your training, relying on your instincts, and tapping into that reservoir of resilience that I think we all have.
We do.
Yeah.
It's like a test of character, you know?
Yeah.
I think it's in those moments of darkness that our true strength and resilience are really revealed, you know?
Yeah.
And sometimes the most challenging situations, I think, bring out the best in us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lesson 9.
Okay.
This is a powerful reminder of the importance of community.
Yeah.
And finding ways to uplift ourselves and others in like difficult times. The speech shares a story about enduring this mud flats exercise during Hell Week.
Okay.
Now imagine spending 15 hours.
Oh, my God.
I know.
Just the thought of it makes me shiver.
Yeah.
That sounds absolutely brutal.
Submerged in freezing mud.
What could possibly get you through something like that?
Well, the speech describes how one trainee starts singing.
Oh, wow.
And soon the entire class joins in.
Oh, that's amazing.
It's incredible, right?
Yeah.
How something as simple as a song can transform a situation like that.
It speaks to the power of connection, you know, and shared experience, right? We're social creatures. And I think sometimes, you know, especially during those tough times, we really need to lean on each other, find strength in that unity and lift each other up. you know?
It's like a reminder that we don't have to face our challenges alone, right?
We don't, yeah.
There's strength in numbers. And sometimes a shared song, a kind word, a helping hand can make all the difference.
It's like creating warmth in those,
right.
mud flats of life.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, lesson 10.
Okay.
This is a powerful call to action. It's about perseverance.
Yeah.
About never giving up on what matters to you.
Yeah.
The speech describes this bell in the SEAL training compound.
Okay.
Trainees can ring it at any time if they want to quit.
Yeah.
It's a stark choice, isn't it?
It is.
Like the easy way out,
right,
versus the commitment to like seeing it through.
Yeah, that bell represents that moment of truth.
Right.
We all face when things just get tough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the message is clear.
What is it?
Don't ring the bell.
Don't ring the bell.
Don't give up on your dreams, your goals, or your values.
This really resonates with me.
Yeah.
It's about recognizing that the path to success,
I
mean, it's rarely easy.
Right.
But the rewards of perseverance are immeasurable.
Right.
It's about pushing through those moments of doubt and exhaustion and coming out stronger on the other side.
It's about believing in yourself.
Right.
Having that unwavering faith in your ability to like push through the tough times and come out stronger on the other side.
And it's about recognizing that sometimes the most difficult challenges lead to the greatest rewards.
So we've unpacked 10 like powerful lessons from SEAL training.
Right.
But what does all of this mean for someone who, isn't planning on joining the SEALs?
And that's the beauty of these lessons, right?
Yeah.
They're not just about,
right,
physical endurance or combat skills.
Yeah.
They're about life.
Yeah.
They're about cultivating those qualities that make us successful in any endeavor.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Discipline, resilience, teamwork, a never give up attitude.
Right.
It's
about taking those principles and applying them to our own lives, right?
Exactly.
Whether we're facing, a tough project at work, a personal challenge, or just trying to be a better version of ourselves.
It's about recognizing that we all have our own bells that we're tempted to ring, our own mud flats to navigate, and our own sharks to face.
Right. It's about finding our own paddling partners who will support us along the way and help us stay the course.
And it's about remembering that we all have that potential for greatness within us.
Yeah. It's about tapping into that potential.
Yes.
And using it to create a life that is meaningful and fulfilling and impactful.
These lessons remind us that we're capable of so much more than we often give ourselves credit for.
Yes. It's about, embracing challenges, pushing our boundaries, and never giving up on what matters most.
It's about living a life of purpose, courage, and resilience.
And it's about remembering that the journey, with all its ups and downs, is what ultimately shapes us and makes us who we are.
So let's dive a little deeper into a few of these concepts, shall we?
Absolutely. I'm particularly interested in exploring this idea of finding your paddling partners,
Yeah.
Seems so crucial for success.
It is.
But how do you find those people?
Yeah.
And what makes a truly great paddling partner?
That's such a great question. And I think it's important to recognize that these paddling partners, they can come from all areas of our lives. They can be family, friends, colleagues, mentors, even people we just meet through, shared interests or activities.
So it's about building a network of support, like
totally, yeah,
personally and professionally.
Yeah.
But it's not just about quantity, is it?
No, it's not.
It's about quality.
It is.
What qualities should we look for in a good paddling partner?
I think the most important quality is trust.
Okay.
You need to be able to trust your paddling partners to have your back, to support you through thick and thin, and to challenge you to be your best.
Yeah. It's like having that unwavering belief in each other, that sense of shared responsibility for the journey.
Yeah.
Right?
And I think another important quality is shared values.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You want to surround yourself with people who are aligned with your goals and aspirations, who inspire you to grow and evolve.
It's like having that shared vision for the destination, that understanding of where you're both trying to go.
Yeah.
Right?
And I think it's also important to have a diversity of perspectives, right?
Oh, for sure.
Among your paddling partners.
Yeah.
You don't want to be surrounded by people that always agree with you.
Right.
You need people that are going to challenge your assumptions, offer different viewpoints, and help you see things from a new perspective.
It's like having a team with different strengths and weaknesses, right?
Totally.
That complement each other.
Yeah.
Creating a more like well-rounded and effective unit.
Exactly.
Yeah. Right.
And I think it's also important to recognize that these relationships are a two-way street.
Right.
Just as you need support from your paddling partners, they need support from you.
Right, for sure.
As well, right?
Yeah.
It's about being there for each other, offering encouragement, celebrating victories, and helping each other through those setbacks.
It's about that mutual respect and support.
Totally.
That recognition that you're both in this together, working towards a common goal, right?
Yeah. And I think it's also important to recognize that these relationships can evolve over time, right?
Right.
As our lives change, our goals and aspirations may shift.
Right.
And so may our paddling partners.
Yeah.
Right. So it's important to be open to those new connections.
Oh, right.
And to let go of relationships that no longer serve us.
Yeah. It's like recognizing that sometimes we need to adjust our course, find new crew members, or even like change boats entirely.
Yeah.
Right. But the core principle remains the same.
What's that?
We need those people who will help us navigate the waters, support us through challenges, and celebrate our successes.
And I think, the speech also highlights the importance of self-awareness.
Okay.
In finding and nurturing these relationships. Right?
Yeah.
It's about recognizing our own strengths and weaknesses, what we bring to the table, and what we need from others.
Yeah. It's about understanding our own needs and recognizing that it's okay to ask for help.
Yes.
To seek out those who can offer the support and guidance that we need to thrive.
And being willing to be vulnerable,
Yeah.
To let others see our authentic selves and to build relationships based on genuine connection and mutual respect.
It's about recognizing that we're all human with our own flaws and imperfections.
We are,
And that it's in those imperfections that we often find our greatest strengths and build the most meaningful connections.
And these relationships don't just happen overnight.
Oh, no.
They take time, they take effort, and they take nurturing.
Right.
Right. So it's about being intentional about building those connections, reaching out to others, and making an effort to stay in touch.
It's like tending a garden. Right.
Exactly.
You need to plant the seeds.
Yeah.
Water them regularly. Give them the right conditions to grow and flourish. Right.
And over time, those relationships will blossom into something beautiful and sustaining.
Yeah. And I think the speech also touches on the importance of celebrating those relationships.
Yes.
Of recognizing the value they bring to our lives.
It's about expressing gratitude
for
those people that support us, encourage us, and make our journey.
It's about recognizing that we're not alone in this.
We're not.
That we have like a crew of amazing people who are cheering us on every step of the way.
Yeah.
And that sense of belonging, of being part of something bigger than ourselves, I mean, that can be incredibly empowering.
Absolutely, yeah.
So we've talked about the importance of finding those paddling partners, those people who will support us through, thick and thin.
Yeah.
But what about those times when we feel like we're facing those sharks alone? What about those moments when we're tempted to like ring the bell and give up?
Right.
What does the speech have to say about those, internal battles?
Yeah, I think that's where the lessons about mental toughness and resilience really come into play, right?
Yeah.
The speech emphasizes that SEAL training is as much about mental fortitude as it is about physical strength.
It's about pushing through those limits, both physical and mental,
Totally.
And discovering that we're capable of far more than we ever thought possible.
And it's about recognizing that the mind is an incredibly powerful tool.
Yeah.
The way we think, the way we talk to ourselves,
Yeah.
the beliefs we hold. I mean, all of these things can either empower us or hold us back.
Yeah. So it's about developing like a mindset of resilience, of believing in ourselves and of refusing to give up, even when things get tough.
Exactly. And the speech offers some, really practical strategies for cultivating that mindset.
Right.
For example, it talks about the importance of focusing on what you can control rather than dwelling on things that are outside of your control.
It's like choosing to focus on your effort and your attitude
Right.
rather than getting bogged down by,
Yeah.
external circumstances that you can't change.
Right.
Right.
And it also talks about the importance of reframing challenges as opportunities for growth.
Oh, I like that.
Right. Instead of seeing setbacks as failures,
Right.
view them as learning experiences,
Right.
as stepping stones on the path to success.
It's like that saying, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
And it also talks about the importance of surrounding yourself with positive influences.
Right.
People who inspire you, uplift you,
Right.
and believe in your potential.
Yeah.
Well, speaker. People who inspire you, uplift you, and believe in your potential.
Yeah, it's like creating a support system
Right.
that will help you stay motivated and focused,
Yeah.
even when you're feeling, discouraged.
And it emphasizes the importance of self-care.
Oh, yeah.
Taking care of your physical, mental,
Mm-hmm.
and emotional well-being.
It's like recognizing that you can't pour from an empty cup.
Exactly.
You need to make sure you're taking care of yourself so you have the energy and resilience
Right.
to face those challenges.
And it talks about the importance of celebrating your victories.
Oh, yeah.
Big and small.
Right.
Right? It's easy to get caught up
Right.
in the pursuit of our goals and forget to acknowledge,
Right.
our progress along the way.
It's like taking the time to appreciate how far you've come,
Exactly.
to recognize your accomplishments, and to give yourself credit for your efforts.
Right.
Okay.
And it also talks about the importance of finding joy in the journey.
Oh, I like that.
Not taking ourselves too seriously
Right.
and having fun along the way.
It's like remembering that life is meant to be enjoyed,
Exactly.
not just endured.
And it's about finding those moments of laughter, connection, and gratitude that just make the journey worthwhile.
So we've talked about the importance of finding our paddling partners,
Yeah.
of facing down our sharks and cultivating that mindset
Right.
of resilience, right?
Yeah.
But what about that first lesson?
Right.
That seemingly simple act of making your bed.
Yeah.
How does that tie into all of this?
I think it goes back to the idea of starting your day
Yeah.
with that sense of accomplishment,
Okay.
of setting the tone for a productive and
Okay.
purposeful day.
It's like a small but significant act of self-discipline that can have like a ripple effect on your mindset and your actions throughout the day.
Exactly. And I think it also ties into the idea of creating order and structure in your life.
Okay.
When you make your bed, you're creating a sense of order in your immediate environment. And that sense of order can extend to other areas of your life as well.
It's like establishing a foundation for a more organized and productive day.
Right. And I think it also connects to the idea of self-respect. When you take the time to make your bed, you're showing yourself that you care about your environment, your well-being, and your own sense of self-worth.
It's like a small act of self-care that can have a big impact on your overall sense of well-being.
And it ties into the idea of building momentum.
Oh.
When you start your day with a completed task, no matter how small, it creates a sense of accomplishment that can motivate you to tackle those bigger tasks throughout the day.
It's like setting a positive chain reaction in motion.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I think it also connects to the idea of taking pride in the small things.
Okay.
Sometimes it's the little details that make the biggest difference.
It's about finding satisfaction in doing things well.
It is.
Even if they seem insignificant.
Exactly. And I think it also ties into the idea of building good habits.
Okay.
When you make your bed every day, you're creating a positive habit that can have a lasting impact on your life.
It's like establishing a foundation for a more disciplined and productive lifestyle.
Right. And I think it also connects to the idea of starting your day with intention.
Okay.
When you make your bed, you're setting the intention for a productive, purposeful, and meaningful day.
It's like sending a message to yourself that you're ready to face the day with energy and enthusiasm.
And it also ties into the idea of creating a sense of calm and order in your life.
All right.
When you make your bed, you're creating a peaceful and inviting space that can help you feel more relaxed and centered.
It's like establishing a sanctuary for yourself, a place where you can feel grounded and at peace.
Right.
Right.
And I think it also connects to the idea of taking ownership of your space.
Right.
When you make your bed, you're taking responsibility for your environment and creating a space that reflects your values and priorities.
It's like making a statement about who you are and what you stand for.
Exactly. And I think it also ties into the idea of setting yourself up for success.
Okay.
When you make your bed, you're creating a sense of order and structure that can help you feel more organized and in control of your day.
It's like giving yourself a head start on a productive and fulfilling day.
Right.
Right.
And I think it also connects to the idea of creating a sense of ritual and routine in your life.
Okay.
When you make your bed every day, you're establishing a ritual that can help you feel grounded and centered.
It's like creating a sense of predictability and stability in your life.
Exactly.
Right.
And I think it also ties into the idea of honoring yourself and your space.
Okay.
When you make your bed, you're showing yourself that you deserve to live in a clean, organized, and inviting space.
It's like giving yourself a gift of peace and tranquility.
Right.
Right.
And I think it also connects to the idea of creating a positive first impression.
Okay.
When you make your bed, you're creating a welcoming and inviting space for yourself and for anyone who might enter your room.
It's like putting your best foot forward, even in the privacy of your own home.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I think it also ties into the idea of starting your day with a sense of purpose and intention.
Okay.
When you make your bed, you're setting the tone for a day that is focused, productive, and meaningful.
It's like sending a message to yourself that you're ready to take on the day and make the most of it.
And it connects to the idea of creating a sense of accomplishment.
Okay.
No matter how small, when you make your bed, you're completing a task. And that sense of completion can give you that boost of motivation and energy to tackle other tasks throughout the day.
It's like setting a positive chain reaction in motion.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I think it also ties into the idea of building self-discipline.
Okay.
When you make your bed every day, you're strengthening your self-discipline muscle.
Right.
And developing that habit of following through on your commitments.
It's like setting a foundation for a more disciplined and productive lifestyle.
Right. And I think it also connects to the idea of taking pride in those small things.
Okay.
Sometimes it's the little details that make the biggest difference.
It's about finding satisfaction in doing things well.
It is.
Even if they seem insignificant.
Exactly. And I think it also ties into the idea of building good habits.
Okay.
When you make your bed every day, you're creating this positive habit that can have a lasting impact on your life.
It's like establishing a foundation for a more disciplined and productive lifestyle.
And I think it also connects to the idea of starting your day with intention.
Okay.
When you make your bed, you're setting the intention for a productive, purposeful, and meaningful day.
It's like sending a message to yourself that you're ready to face the day with energy and enthusiasm.
And it ties into the idea of creating a sense of calm and order in your life.
Okay.
When you make your bed, you're creating a peaceful and inviting space that can help you feel more relaxed and centered.
It's like establishing a sanctuary for yourself, a place where you can feel grounded and at peace.
Right.
Right.
And I think it also connects to the idea of taking ownership of your space.
Right.
When you make your bed, you're taking responsibility for your environment and creating a space that reflects your values and priorities.
It's like making a statement about who you are and what you stand for.
Exactly. And I think it also ties into the idea of setting yourself up for success.
Okay.
When you make your bed, you're creating a sense of order and structure that can help you feel more organized and in control of your day.
It's like giving yourself a head start on a productive and fulfilling day.
Right. And I think it also connects to the idea of creating a sense of ritual and routine in your life.
Okay.
When you make your bed every day, you're establishing a ritual that can help you feel grounded and centered.
So creating a sense of predictability and stability in your life?
Exactly.
Right.
And I think it also ties into the idea of honoring yourself and your space.
Okay.
When you make your bed, you're showing yourself that you deserve to live in a clean, organized, and inviting space.
It's like giving yourself a gift of peace and tranquility.
Right.
Right.
And I think it also connects to the idea of creating a positive first impression.
Okay. Yeah.
When you make your bed, you're creating a welcoming and inviting space for yourself and for anyone who might enter your room.
It's like putting your best foot forward, even in the privacy of your own home.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I think it also ties into the idea of starting your day with a sense of purpose and intention.
Okay.
When you make your bed, you're setting the tone for a day that is focused, productive, and meaningful.
It's like sending a message to yourself that you're ready to take on the day and make the most of it.
Right.
Right.
And it also connects to the idea of creating a sense of accomplishment.
Okay.
No matter how small, when you make your bed, you're completing a task.
Yeah.
And that sense of completion can give you a boost of motivation and energy to tackle other tasks throughout the day.
It's like setting a positive chain reaction in motion.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I think it also ties into the idea of building self-discipline. When you make your bed every day, you're strengthening your self-discipline muscle and developing that habit of following through on your commitment.
It's like setting a foundation for a more disciplined and productive lifestyle.
It is.
It's amazing how this speech takes these SEAL training concepts and makes them so relatable.
It really is.
To anyone's life.
What I find particularly compelling is the imagery used throughout the speech.
Right. It's not just like a dry lecture.
Yeah.
It's full of these like vivid, almost like cinematic metaphors.
It is, like the sugar cookie ritual, for example.
Yeah.
It paints such a clear picture of what it feels like to experience a setback.
Yeah.
Despite your best effort.
And I think that's what makes these lessons stick. They're not just abstract ideas.
Right.
They're brought to life.
Yeah.
Through these powerful stories and metaphors.
Speaking of memorable metaphors, let's talk about singing when you're up to your neck in mud.
That one really resonated with me. It speaks to the power of finding hope and camaraderie in the face of like extreme hardship.
The speech describes this grueling mud flats exercise during Hell Week.
Oh, yeah.
Where trainees spend hours submerged in freezing mud.
Oh, my gosh.
It sounds absolutely brutal.
It does. And in that moment of utter misery, one trainee starts singing.
Wow.
And incredibly, the entire class joins in.
It's like they found a way to transcend the physical discomfort through that shared experience.
Yeah.
And that sense of community.
It highlights the importance of not giving into despair, even when things are at their worst, to find that spark of hope, that connection with others that can help us endure even the most challenging circumstances.
And sometimes that spark of hope comes from the most unexpected places.
Right.
Like a song in the midst of a mud pit.
Exactly. It's a reminder that we don't always have to face our challenges alone.
We don't.
We don't.
Right. Yeah.
And sometimes a simple act of connection, like sharing a song, can make all the difference.
It's like that saying.
What is it?
Joy shared is joy doubled. Sorrow shared is sorrow halved.
I like that.
Yeah.
Now, on the flip side of, finding strength in community.
Right.
The speech also emphasizes the importance of individual grit and determination.
Right. Like the image of the bell.
Yeah.
That constant reminder of the easy way out.
All you have to do is ring it.
Right.
And you're free from the pain, the struggle, the challenge.
But you also give up on the possibility.
Right.
Becoming a SEAL of achieving your goal.
It's a powerful metaphor.
It is.
For those moments in our own lives when we're tempted to quit, to choose the path of least resistance.
And I think the speech makes it very clear that while ringing the bell might offer temporary relief, it ultimately leads to regret and a sense of unfulfilled potential.
It's about recognizing that the struggle, the challenge, is often what makes the achievement so meaningful.
Absolutely.
Right.
And it's about believing in yourself. You know, having that unwavering faith in your ability to push through those tough times and come out stronger on the other side.
I think what's so inspiring about this speech
is
that it doesn't shy away from the difficulty of SEAL training.
Right.
It acknowledges the pain, the struggle,
Yeah.
the moments of doubt.
Right.
But it also highlights the incredible resilience of the human spirit.
It
You know, our capacity to endure hardship,
Yes.
to overcome obstacles,
Yeah.
and to achieve extraordinary things.
And it emphasizes that these lessons aren't just for aspiring SEALs.
Right.
Right. They're applicable to anyone
Right.
who's striving for something meaningful, something that requires
Yeah.
pushing beyond your comfort zone.
It's about taking those principles of discipline,
Totally.
resilience, teamwork,
Yeah.
and applying them to our own lives.
Yes.
You know, whether we're athletes, entrepreneurs, artists, or simply trying to be better versions of ourselves.
You know, one of the things that struck me about this speech is this emphasis on finding your paddling partners.
Right.
Those people that will support you, challenge you,
Yeah.
and help you navigate those rough waters.
Absolutely. It's such a beautiful analogy for,
It is.
the importance of having a strong support system, a team of people who believe in you and are there for you through thick and thin.
Think about your own life.
Right.
Who are the people that you can count on?
Yeah.
Who inspire you, who challenge you to grow?
Yeah.
Those are your paddling partners.
And it's not just about, receiving support.
No,
it's about giving it as well,
It is.
How can you be a paddling partner for someone else? How can you offer that encouragement, that listening ear, that helping hand?
It's about recognizing that we're all in this together.
Right.
And we need each other to succeed.
The speech also highlights the importance of perspective.
Oh, absolutely.
Wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
Like the sugar cookie ritual.
Right.
It's about recognizing that setbacks are inevitable.
Right.
But it's our attitude.
It is.
And our response that determine their impact on us.
It's about choosing to see those sugar cookie moments as opportunities for growth,
right,
for developing resilience, and learning how to bounce back from adversity.
And it's about understanding that sometimes, despite our best efforts,
right,
things just don't go our way.
But that doesn't mean we should give up.
Right.
It's about learning from those experiences, adjusting our approach, and keep moving forward.
It's like that saying, fall 7 times, stand up 8.
Exactly.
This speech also encourages us to, question the status quo, to think outside the box. Right. And to be willing to take risks. Right, like the story of the trainee who broke the obstacle course record. Yeah. By going down the slide head first. That move that seemed reckless to some, that ultimately led to success. It's a powerful reminder that sometimes, the unconventional approach, the willingness to challenge conventional wisdom, is what leads to breakthroughs.
It's about having the courage to try something different, to step outside of our comfort zones, and embrace the possibility of failure as part of the process.
And it's about recognizing that sometimes the greatest rewards come from taking those calculated risks, from pushing the boundaries of what's possible.
Another key takeaway from the speech is the importance of being your best.
Okay.
In the darkest moments.
Right.
Those times when you're facing immense pressure, uncertainty, and doubt.
The speech uses the analogy of a SEAL mission swimming under a ship in complete darkness.
Wow.
A situation that demands absolute focus, composure, and resilience.
It's about finding that inner strength.
Yes.
That unwavering resolve to perform at your best.
Right.
Even when the circumstances are most challenging.
And it's about recognizing that those dark moments, those tests of character, are often the ones that reveal our true potential.
Absolutely.
The speech also touches on the importance of confronting our fears. Right. Of not letting them paralyze us or hold us back from pursuing our goals.
It uses this vivid image of facing down a shark during a night swim.
I know.
To symbolize this idea.
It's about recognizing that fear is a natural human emotion.
It is.
But it doesn't have to control us.
It doesn't.
Right.
It's about acknowledging our fears, assessing the risks, and then taking action.
Right.
Despite those fears.
And it's about remembering that often, the things we fear the most turn out to be not as terrifying as we imagined.
Right.
And that by confronting our fears, we open ourselves up to new possibilities.
Right.
New experiences and new levels of growth.
The speech also emphasizes the importance of respecting everyone.
Okay.
Regardless of their background, appearance, or perceived abilities.
The story of the Munchkin crew highlights this beautifully.
It really does.
It's a reminder that true strength often comes in unexpected packages.
Right.
And that we should never underestimate anyone based on superficial judgments.
Yeah, it's about recognizing the value and the potential in everyone.
Yeah.
And creating an environment of inclusivity and respect.
Yeah.
Where everyone feels empowered to contribute their best.
And it's about understanding that diversity of thought, experience, and perspective is essential for any team or organization to truly thrive.
One of the most powerful takeaways from the speech for me is this idea that We all have the power to make a difference,
Yeah.
no matter how small our actions may seem.
Like the trainee who started singing in the mudflat.
Exactly.
Inspiring the entire class to join in.
It's a reminder that even in the darkest of times, a single act of courage, kindness, or hope can have a ripple effect, inspiring others and creating positive change.
It's about recognizing that we don't have to wait for permission.
We don't.
To make a difference. We can each be a source of light and inspiration in our own unique ways.
It's about embracing our responsibility to make the world a better place.
Right.
One small act at a time.
I think this speech offers a really powerful message.
It does.
For anyone who's feeling like lost, stuck, or discouraged.
Absolutely.
It's a reminder that we all have that potential for greatness within us.
Yeah.
And that by embracing those principles of discipline, resilience, teamwork, and perseverance, we can achieve amazing things.
It's about finding our own bells.
Right.
And choosing to never ring them, no matter how tempting it may seem.
It's about recognizing that the journey, with all its ups and downs, is what ultimately shapes us and makes us who we are.
And it's about living our lives with purpose, courage, and an unyielding determination to make a positive impact on the world around us.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, I'm curious to hear your thoughts.
Oh, I would love to hear.
What resonated most with you from this speech? What aha moments did you have?
Yeah.
And most importantly, what actions are you inspired to take in your own life?
I love that.
We'd love to hear your reflections.
Share them with us on social media or on our website.
And until next time, keep diving deeper. And until next time, keep diving deeper.
It's amazing how these, seemingly simple lessons from SEAL training can have such a profound impact on our everyday lives, isn't it?
It really is, I think, what makes these lessons so powerful is that they're not just about, physical strengths or endurance. They're about, character, about mindset, about those inner qualities that allow us to thrive in any situation.
It's like the speech is saying, look, you might not be facing down sharks or mud flats, but life is going to throw its own challenges your way. And these principles, this way of thinking, can help you navigate those challenges and come out stronger on the other side.
It's about finding that inner strength.
Yes.
That resilience, that determination to keep going, even when things get tough.
And it's about recognizing that we're not alone in this journey.
We're not. We all have our own bells we're tempted to ring, our own mud flats to navigate, and our own sharks to face.
But we also have the power to choose our response. To choose to keep paddling. To choose to find our own Munchkin crew. Who will support us along the way.
And I think that's a really empowering message,
It is.
It's a reminder that we have more control over our lives than we often realize.
Absolutely. And it's a call to action.
Yes.
To live our lives with purpose, with courage, with a sense of adventure.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, I want to leave you with this thought.
Okay.
What is one small action you can take today? Inspired by these lessons to move closer to your goals?
It could be making your bed. Reaching out to a friend for support.
Or
simply taking a few moments to cultivate a more positive mindset.
Remember, even small steps
can
lead to big changes over time.
So keep diving deeper, keep pushing your boundaries.
Yes.
And never stop believing in your ability to achieve great things.
Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep growing.
And remember, the world is waiting for you to make your mark.
So go out there and make it happen.